abandon it now.
Do you suppose this one has what it takes?
Contain your hopes. But let's find out.
Very well.
Laugh attack. The laugh attack. There you go.
Well, the event only had an hour.
We killed the mortal.
So that was fun. I put a taunt on my Navarre. I did pretty well. 9 once or twice.
The Nightblade is not a good character. It's not. It's actually not good.
Why?
Because it isn't. It's terrible. Oh, you're laughing, but it's
I'm
true.
laughing because you're not giving me any details.
It just dies, and it sucks, and it runs out of magic. It dies, it sucks, it runs out of magic. It does no damage, okay? It does shit for damage. It has
You
shit.
said my damage was good when we were running dungeons together.
I'm telling you from my own personal experience that no, I don't know what damage other people are doing when they roll with me in dungeons anymore. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now that the character is not a good character. It's not. You may be able to hit high on the dummy if you do everything perfect, but you can't do that and sustain. Even on the 21 mil dummy, it's impossible for you to not run out of magic. And every other character in this game, every single character that I play, doesn't run out of resource when they're doing the dummy, except for this one. And there's no reason or excuse for it. The character is just not a good. They don't do damage. It doesn't heal itself good. It Swallow Soul plus siphoning attacks plus the Ring of Pale Order can't even keep you alive in Veteran Maelstrom. The character is absolutely horrible. I would not play this character if I were you. I would move the gear over to a different magic character. You're missing out on some really easy gameplay. This character itself is just a shit fucking class. It's just shitty.
Well, I don't have another.
It's really bad, Cash. It's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. I've never had a character that was so bad in my entire life playing this game.
What I need is, well, maybe I'll get rid of my
It's funny that you.
PvP tune and do my Templar then. It's funny that what?
No, you can't get rid of the PvP tune.
I
can't.
can't.
No, you need one at least. You're one of the people that's the same faction as me. You need to have one PvP card.
Well, most of my tunes are.
No. What I said was, you need to have a PvP character. That build is perfect the way it is. It just needs the updated CP from Killer Gamer. Don't do anything to that character. Just leave it.
Okay.
Do a different. Look, if you want to, you can stick with the Nightblade. But I'm telling you that in Maelstrom Arena, this character feels like shit. Like absolute horrendous, like a bag of shit. It's the worst fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything as bad as this in my life. You've got 64.5% chance to crit and Shadow Mundus Stone, and you still fucking suck ass on this character. The character itself produce these high numbers, but when you go into Maelstrom, nothing that you do helps you and saves you. Nothing that you do. Oh. Hold on a second. I may have made a mistake. Okay, I think I did. We might have to try it one more time. We'll try it later. I'll get back to you on that. I didn't have the Pale Order ring on. I had the waiting. I had the setup for PvE, not PvP. I had the waiting kilt on. Character's fucking horrible though. The rotation is disgusting. It's fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah, the rotation is, but I've been doing it for so long, I'm used to the rotation.
No, you're not. Because you can't do it on the dummy for 21 million health. You know why you can't do it? Because the rotation is constantly asking you to improvise. That's why you can't do it.
I can't do it because
No, it's you could just do it slower. You could just do it slower and you still produce high numbers. You don't have to do a dummy as fast as the game makes you do it to produce a high DPS number. You don't. You can go slow. The only problem with this character is that you have to recast Merciless Resolve. You have to recast Siphoning Attacks as one of your spammable, okay? And that always changes the timing of that.
Yeah.
That's not, there's no other character in this game that has that problem. So that's why the DPS in the dummy is shit. Is because the thing you have to learn is not, it's not fluid. It's just, it doesn't work at all. Like when you try to learn the fucking rotation, it just doesn't fucking work. It doesn't. It's not. It's really not a good character. It's really a terrible character. I've never seen this on any character I've ever played. Feeling this terrible, feeling this weak. It's just weak. It's just flat out weak. It's weird because you get higher numbers on here than every other character, but it's still a shit character. Everything you do does shit for damage except that one hit from the bow. So the character itself is just not good AoE at all. And then your single target is just one move every 5 light attacks. It's so bad. It's just such a bad way, a bad setup to have a character. It's just fucking stupid. It makes me not want to fucking play it anymore. It's so bad. That's why they're able to go invisible, because they fucking suck. I can't believe they left it like this. I don't even understand how they think that this is even a thing. The only thing they're good for is executing. They do better execute than any other character. That's it. That's the only thing. This character's the only character that got over 100k when doing execute phase only on the dummy. Over 100k. Yesterday I got 116,000 on the dummy. 116,000 on a number popped up. From doing the dummy with hardly any health left, you know what I'm saying? No other character can do that. But that doesn't make the character good. It doesn't. So just to be able to do that, very, very strange, man. The way this character is, it really is. It's impossible to do like a real DPS test. Like right now, in the beginning of the fight, you could do 99,000 damage, or 100,000 damage on the dummy. Right in the beginning of the fight with that bow proc. There's no other character in the game that can hit that hard at 100% on a dummy. No other character can do that, not one. But it still sucks. And it's pure, it sucks in Maelstrom too. I'll go back in with the pale ordering later, but I'm very disappointed. I want to get it to work. And you say you're used to the rotation, but you're not used to the rotation. You're used to just playing the character before there were rotations. Yeah, but it's not really, it's not really a rotation. You're just doing your shit. You didn't copy it from anywhere. That does the absolute highest amount of damage output over a 21 mil dummy. You're just playing it like Hair Rider plays his characters, where he just casts shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you've got some idea of what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it, but you don't have that thing that I linked into the Discord down pat, where there isn't a second, there isn't a moment that you cast something you're not supposed to cast.
Well, I'm not gonna have any DPS down pat like that. That's not.
You can.
That's why I don't.
You absolutely can. The other characters are fucking easy. This character is like 100 times harder to play than the 4 other characters I have. And the Warden threw me for a loop when I was first doing it. But this is really fucked up, man. No wonder why you don't fucking have good, great experience with fucking DPS. I would not either if I was sticking with the fucking Nightblade because I liked it. Very fucking strange character, very weird way to play it.
What do you suggest?
I suggest that they remove Nightblade altogether from the game.
No. What DPS do you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. Anything but a Nightblade. I don't know how stamina Nightblade is, but I assume it's the exact same fucking thing. I assume it's exactly the same. It's just some stamina abilities, that's it.
No, it's pretty much completely different.
It's not, because you still use the bow proc, you still use siphoning attacks. It's the same fucking thing.
Well, maybe.
It's still weird, is what I'm saying.
So what's the easiest to play, DPS-wise?
And another question I have for you. Why the fuck is my character running out of fucking magic? When I'm using eyeballs and I'm on the target dummy, why is the character bottoming out of magic?
Oh, I don't know. I've been wondering about that.
And you bottom out at 80% on the dummy. You only get to 80% before you're fucking completely out of magic. What I got rid of vampirism and it did nothing. It did nothing. You got turned into a vampire, right? Here, I want to confirm something. You're gonna turn.
Not on my Nightblade. No, on my tank.
No. I want you to turn me into a vampire. I cured it, but I want to do the thing, but not do the quest. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to test that because I'm not sure that's true. Let me tell you why I think that's not true. What Vespertine is saying. Okay, you listening? Before I cured my vampirism, I had 1700 recovery. Okay? After I cured my vampirism, I still had 1700 recovery. So being a vampire itself doesn't count as a negative effect. Only the preliminary bite. But I have to confirm that. Otherwise, maybe it doesn't even work at all, and it's just a false rumor that we can tell Vespertine it's actually not true. Yeah, this character, the way it gets played, there isn't like... I can't fucking believe how little damage it does in Maelstrom. I cannot believe how little burn the character has on the boss in Maelstrom. I've never seen a character that fucking terribly weak before. It's very disappointing. And how do you combat the fact that you're running out of magic? Why isn't anybody anywhere explaining anything about that? And why do their DPS tests on the videos, after they tell you they don't have any recovery from anything on the jewelry and nothing, why is their DPS test going from beginning to end without them running out of magic? But mine will run out, though. I don't understand what's going on here. There's not a character in this game that bottoms out on magic or stamina when they fucking do the dummy. Really sad. You know what the sad part is? There isn't even what you'd have to fucking do in order to do a perfect rotation to be able to do that from beginning to end is fucking impossible. It's fucking impossible, Cash. You'd have to be like a Guitar Hero legend or a fucking Wonder Child or a fucking baby genius to fucking do this fucking rotation. It absolutely disgusts me. It makes me sick. When you cast stuff, if it wasn't for the timers they added to the game recently, you don't even know you're casting anything. Because the character makes hardly any noise and does hardly any movement for certain things, and leads you to believe that the game errored and you didn't cast that thing. That's another thing that other characters don't have a problem with. This character's too silent with everything it does. I wish I had good news for you, I really do. Can't even finish the little dummy with the big dummy buffs. You can't even kill the little dummy because you ran out of magic. See, I need to know why you can't play the character. Why the character doesn't play. This character is definitely not capable of beating the burn on that guy before he goes up as a second DPS. Because you can't do damage in the mission arena with the enemies. You just can't kill the boss and the other characters, all of them. They all murder the fucking boss so fucking fast. That's why you can't. It may look like you're doing a lot of damage when you're playing, but when it comes to any fight that's long, it just falls off. The line goes straight and then just falls down. And then execute phase, it just goes back up, and that's how you catch up to your shit DPS, is because you execute so good, and you'll catch up to your shit DPS. But it's not. I don't understand how this character exists right now. I just can't fucking believe how shitty this character is. People are saying things online too, and they're not making any sense. They're saying use Witch Mothers and you're fine, as long as you cast Siphoning Strikes. I'm using Ice Cream, which is twice as good as Witch Mothers. And I'm using Siphoning Strikes, and it doesn't make a fucking bit of a difference at all. It doesn't help at all. Not even slightly. They're saying become a vampire for the recovery. Right now, vampires are not doing that. They're just making you sustain shit. So becoming a vampire doesn't help at all. It doesn't add to sustain. It used to do that. Remember, it was 10% more recovery? And now everything costs more. So even if you still get the recovery, you're burning through your spells too fast because they all cost more. So all the advice I see online, it's all wrong and inaccurate. Some people are saying the enchantment needs to be changed to Magica Drain. Enchantment. And one jewelry needs to be recovery on one jewelry. It's kind of fucked up that this character has to have those things. And no other character does, but this one. I only have one Kuda.
I have Kuda.
I don't want to take your Kuda after bashing your fucking character.
What?
I just bashed your fucking character.
Yeah. Let me just finish getting my champion points. And I'll send you Kuda.
No.
No, I got a whole bunch of writs from people recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're all like in the 20s and 30s. Not bad at all. One of them's like 50 something.
Nice.
I should do them. I can't. So many things that if I would have just done it, I would have so much more than I have right now. And if you're saying, well, you have the friends instead because you weren't doing solo shit, where are they, Cash?
Wait, what?
There's like 4 of them. The amount of people that I see every day when I play the game is like fucking 4 people on average.
Yeah.
So, making all that gear and running people through dungeons and not doing the writs every day and on fucking 10 characters, it hasn't really paid off, you know what I'm saying? I could have had the house full of every fucking different Mundstone in the game. I mean, every different crafting station. That would have been really something special to offer everybody in this guild. If I would have just been doing it from the beginning, instead of being lazy. I would have had it by now. As new ones came out, I would have been ready to buy them as soon as they came out. It's like the mistake I made by making my Necromancer my Juliet crafter. What a fucking useless, stupid idea that was. Instead of making the same character that does everything. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. It's bad decisioning, and the only way to fix it, it takes a year to fix it. You can't plan ahead like that. I shouldn't be playing this game in a year.
What?
I can't plan ahead a year in an MMO. It's not right to do that.
Why?
It's a fucking video game. Because it's a game. It's not something you should
No, you're
aspire to
just
play for the
playing
rest
the-
of your life. I just play, and that's it. Whatever happens, happens. I don't fucking pre-plan nothing.
Right, which is why you didn't plan for a year. And do all of the writs. And do all the tables.
But here I am, still playing.
I just play. Play them for a year either. How many kuda do you need? I have 13.
One. But I really don't want to take the from you.
I'm gonna send you what? You do not like a character. That's okay.
I'm so fucking disappointed in this fucking game. Well, thank you for letting your character get trashed by me.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't fucking believe you've been using this character all this time. I just can't believe it. It blows my mind. No wonder why you don't like fucking DPS. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life.
And maybe that's why I don't like DPS. I don't know.
People online are like, there's nothing wrong with sustain. It's no problem at all. Get good. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I don't understand why the character doesn't do any damage in Maelstrom. I don't fucking get it. The boss comes out, you got all your fucking damage over time going at the same time, and nothing is happening to the boss with your spammable, with everything going on at once. And the boss's health is just not fucking going down. On the other characters, the boss gets fucking dropped when you're fucking fighting him. fucking dropped. He doesn't even teleport, first boss. He just fucking dies before he moves. And then here comes this character, the boss teleports at 70-60% health left. What kind of discrepancy is that between this character and other characters?
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
big.
such a big discrepancy. I cannot fucking believe how bad this character is at that. I'm wondering if I should actually take the Thief Stone and go to fucking 75% chance to crit instead of 65. Because that's what it'll end up being. So maybe I should fucking take the Thief Stone, actually. Alright, enchant on the front bar. And, covering enchantment. 1, 2. A magical status effect is burning, concussion from the frost, fire, and the ice status effects is what it is. Why are you asking anyway? What's the question about?
I'm doing my champion points and I'm on my Stam character, so I'm wondering if I need
What Stam character do you have?
Stamplar.
First and foremost, you have to take all of the passives.
Right, well, Flawless Ritual is one of the passives.
You take everything.
Okay.
Even the things that seem like they're for a different character, you still take that.
Okay. Well, that's good.
What you don't take if you don't have enough points to have all the passives is you don't take the stuff that makes you resilient.
I do have enough for all the passives.
And 350 slottables?
Yeah, I have all my slottables.
Right, then you take everything. You just take it all. There's no reason not to have it. It helps a very little bit with higher DPS now because every single character now is like very, very, very slight mild hybrid. The reason being is the magic characters are using Trap Beast, which is a martial effect, and therefore it helps to have the martial thing there. And you yourself, as a Templar, you're gonna use fucking Ritual of Retribution. Maybe not on the dummy, but it'll end up being something that's considered a magical status effect, and depending on, you know what I'm saying, it's just something that everybody has now, and it helps very, very slightly. It was like mild hybrid for all characters when they made the CP tree. Mild hybrid. Man, my stomach is fucking killing me right now. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
I want a real fucking DPS test, man. If I can get the fucking character to 90k or higher, I would be okay with it. Even though it's shit. And I'm not sure what happens with the rotation if you mess it up when you're going, because I can't even bring myself to finish the dummy with this character, because it just feels so wrong and so shitty that I just have to stop. I can't continue to attack because I just know the DPS is going to be shit. I know for a fact it's going to be shit. So I'm like, I don't want to waste my fucking time. And then I just stop as soon as I make an error. So I can't even get any number on the dummy at all. I can't even get any number on it. Nothing. Because I keep stopping because it just doesn't fucking look good. It looks really bad, so I know not to waste my time going through an entire dummy. I've been trying to memorize what this thing is supposed to be, this build, and I don't have to look at the picture anymore, but it still doesn't really tell you what to do. It just says cast this and cast this as one of your spammables as needed. It's not supposed to be as needed when you make a static rotation. You fucking scumbag piece of shit witch bitch. It's not supposed to be as needed. That's not a static rotation. Static is you will be casting Siphoning Strikes and you will be casting Merciless Resolve in the rotation at certain times. That's static.
Right.
Here's the static build. Cast these as needed. Go fuck yourself! Switch to Thief Stone. I'm gonna hit the little dummy from 40% down and see what happens right now. Only 40% down, little dummy, is still only 38,700 DPS. You know how fucking shitty that is? Compared to the other characters?
Mm-hmm.
It's like half the DPS. I want to slap the shit out of every single person who thinks that a Nightblade is a good character. Maybe I'll fucking spare you from that. I don't fucking understand it. I really don't. All these people with all these builds and all these DPS tests and all this shit doing over 100k, I don't fucking believe any of it. This character's fucking pure dog shit. I'll just go buy my own private server from Bethesda because all they care about is money, and fucking tweak the game so it makes the fucking numbers come out, and then I'll be famous too. You can't even fucking do Siphoning Strikes when Siphoning Strikes is up, according to this rotation. It has to just stay down for like a whole, like a half, like a cycle. So you can't even reapply Merciless Resolve when you need to reapply Merciless Resolve, because, again, when it runs out, you're not ready for your spammable, and therefore you're not reapplying it, and therefore it's not ready for you to cast the bow proc. So the rotation doesn't make any fucking sense at all, the way this person has it in there. And the rotation says you have to slow down what you're doing in order to make things work. There's not a character in this fucking game where you have to slow down what you're doing when you're DPS testing. That actually lowers your DPS dramatically to do that. go in the chat, by the way.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hello.
I learned today, or last night and today, that the magic of Nightblade is fucking terrible, dude, as a DPS class.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen anything as ridiculously fucking difficult and also not producing any results as this character. I had to change one of my jewelry to recovery, and instead of fire enchantment on the front bar, I had to change it to the absorb magic enchantment, just to make the character not run out of magic, when every other character doesn't run out of magic on the dummy, except for this one. And nowhere online does it tell you to do that. Every single build that you look up, from Lycos to Zyno to Skinny Cheeks, says no recovery on nothing, no recovery enchantment on nothing, no absorb magic, nothing. And they all do their tests on their videos, and they all don't run out of magic. So there's something really funny going on here. I cured my vampirism, and it didn't fix the problem, and now I'm running those recoveries to try to fix it. But you're not even supposed to do that at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why I'm having to do that, but other people aren't. It's like trolls online just saying get good. They have no problem with sustain.
I've never played the class, so I'm not.
Wow, very fucking complicated. You would not be fucking happy with this shit. I'm telling you right now. Oh, and the weird thing is, the fucking bow proc does more damage than the execute. Which is really fucking weird.
Strange.
Yeah. I've yet to see, well, just now, the execute surpassed it at 5% health left. You know what I think? I think the character, even played like shit, produces a higher number than other characters. But if you manage to somehow do everything that the character could possibly do, without fucking fail, without any delay, perfectly, which is really difficult because they want you to improvise with Merciless Resolve, recasting it, and siphoning strikes as one of your spammable. However, she doesn't put it in the rotation as to when you're really supposed to do it. You're just supposed to do it when you need to, and that's not really a static rotation. I was mentioning the cache. So it makes it really difficult because you have to just like judge when you're doing stuff, and then the timing of it changes every time you do it throughout the fight. It's never the same timing. So you have to dynamic a static rotation no matter what. It has to be dynamic. It's impossible to static. But I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, how you doing today?
Good. Yeah, it looks like from what I'm seeing is most of the most DPS now are running the stupid kilt and the balsamic vinaigrette.
Right.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
they are.
Everything is perfected, Bahati is manual, and waiting kill, and then something else.
Right. Yeah, that's the new thing. Like Diamond's Victory for Necros is instead of Terraria. That's what I have on my Necro, Bahami and Diamond's Victory. But I didn't want to.
Diamond's Victory from?
That's crafted.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not as strong as Terraria. It's like 100 less than Terraria.
Why are they running it?
Because there's no, like, I don't know. So supposedly it does 106k on the dummy with Diamond's Victory. So I have no idea. I guess it doesn't matter that it's 100 less spell damage. It just doesn't matter. Maybe the other stats on it. Oh, right, that's right. It gives you both stamina and magic, weapon damage, and spell damage. And so it's slightly bolstering your Trap Beast and your enchantments, like if you use a poison or whatever, which they're not, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. And the Balsami, it's a unilateral movement. If you were to use Mother Sorrow and Terraria on the dummy with Zons, no waiting kill, it is the exact same DPS as Balsami, Diamond's Victory, One Slime Claw, and the waiting kill. It's the same DPS. It's a lateral move sideways. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
there's absolutely no
way
difference.
I mean, just getting the perfected Mania set is annoying.
No, there's no perfective for people like me. There's no perfective. It doesn't make a bit of a difference. Perfected won't bring you to 100k from 90k. It'll only bring you up like 1 or 2k. That's it. You'll go from 90 to 92. That's it. There's no difference. And I don't mind being 90 instead of 92. That's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? How they're getting to over 100k, that's the thing I'm interested in, and that's not from that. I guess that's just PC DPS meters just fucking tell you that that's how much damage it is when this DPS meter tells you less.
Dude, DPS like testing, you know, maximizing the dummy is like, I don't know, man. It's a trap. I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, it's almost like a separate game. You know, all its own mini game. But I mean, if you're doing, you know, if you're doing between, you know, 75 to 85k, you know, you're good for pretty much anything in this game. Sure, some people go on there and they like splooge all over the dummy and, you know, do everything so that they get 101k, 103k.
One of the tricks to doing that is to run a build that doesn't have high crit and produces higher damage numbers, and then you can work the law of average until you happen to pop off your lucky streak, and then they'll have 100 DPS target dummies, but it took them 15 different times of doing it perfect, which is like 50 different tries in a row of having to stop and reset in order to fucking actually get that to happen. And then they take the one video that took them 50 different tries to do it, and then they post that, and they're like, look, you just do this. This is what happens. They show you that video. And then they tell you what gear they're using and what they're doing, and it's not even what they did to get those numbers. Because when you do high crit, it's usually the same if you do the target dummy the same both times. It'll be like the same number. The higher the crit chance, the more similar the number is at the end if you do it perfect.
Right.
The lower the crit chance and the higher the power, the higher the chance of you just getting lucky in an entire dummy fight. And that's what people use. They use their lucky run to brag and show off. Yeah, it's the same thing in PvP when they 1vx. They 1vx a group of people that don't know how to play the game, and then they clip all those videos together, and then they're like, look, this is the 1vx build, here's the build, But when you use the build and you go fight, no matter how well you know it, you're always running into people that are good at the game, such as the players that make those things. And therefore, none of those builds actually do what they're showing you in those videos, because they just got lucky and ran into new people. I've actually had that happen to me one time in PvP, only once, when I was on my Necro. I was surrounded by like 25 fucking players, and they couldn't fucking kill me, and I just kept fucking killing them. And it's because every one of them was probably in it was probably in shitty gear that they just found somewhere, and they just couldn't fucking kill me. But all it takes is one person that's like what T-Soap's doing recently, and your whole 1vx build just goes to shit. There is no 1vx anymore at that point. Yeah, the internet is an illusion. It's a deep fake illusion. People take their best moments and they give it to you in a montage, and then you're like, okay, this person's good. But to be completely honest, that person wasn't really that good, you know? Killer Gamer's probably one of the best PvPers. Now known as the Yikes Man. He's one of the best PvPers in this game. But even when he tries to tell you how he's not dying when you use the same build as him and you die, it doesn't seem to work for you. It only works for him. But there's something about like where you are as opposed to where they are, and you have to know that the game is inaccurate, and you have to work with those inaccuracies. Like, for example, how do I get uppercutted when I turn a corner and go around the wall? I get uppercutted. As soon as a player walks out of the frontal uppercut cone, for me, it cancels the uppercut and your character stops casting it. But when I fight other people, they uppercut me when I'm no longer available to be uppercutted. That error right there is a part of the game, and you have to know how to work that when you PvP, how to work that lag error where nothing is actually accurate. And when you have an understanding of that, it's almost like you're seeing the future, and that's why you become really good at PvP. You have to be able to understand that nobody really is exactly where it shows that they are. It's always off. Yeah.
I watched a couple DPS videos today, and when they get to the end and they're like showing all their stuff, they bring up their text box, and it's just line after line. It's like 85k, 87k, 90, 84, and then they got that one where boom, they got it at, they broke 101 or whatever, and that's what they.
Right, because they're not actually doing a high crit build. They're doing a high power build and not focusing on the crit, and therefore it can produce a higher build. It can produce a higher result, Like the Diamond's Victory Bahami setup. It could potentially be stronger because you're not wasting your fucking power with Mother Sorrow. Mother Sorrow there's no power in Mother Sorrow. It's only crit chance. So when you think about it, there's one max magic. But when you think about it, it doesn't add to the damage number, and therefore it wouldn't leave much opportunity for you to have like a spike in one of your tests. So the people that are saying use Bahami and use Diamond's Victory, they're doing that because they want the potential to be able to pop out that high DPS test. That's the way I see it anyway. But it doesn't matter. If you can get, like you said, 80, 85, you can pretty much do everything in the game. I will not be satisfied unless I have 90 on each character, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do that on this Nightblade. I'm trying my best to figure out the rotation, but I can't even finish a dummy and actually do a dummy test because the character sustain is so incredibly, absolutely terrible. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I don't even understand what's going on. That's how bad the sustain is. I'm going to try the little dummy with no big dummy buffs and see if I can even make it through the little dummy without running out of my ship. Which I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do that, but let's see what happens. Use a potion, wait till it's half over, then start casting your shit. Nope, ran out of fucking magic. I got one recovery and return magic on my front stat, and you can't even finish the little target dummy. You can't even get past 40% before you run out of magic. There's something seriously wrong with this character, man. Like, fucking seriously, there's something wrong with this character.
On the Magblade?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Really fucked up, man. I don't even understand it. I cured vampire and everything. I'm not even a vampire anymore, so I'm not even getting the increase in cost. I've never seen a character not able to handle its magic and not able to handle its stamina like this character. I've never seen anything like this. This is the most absolute ridiculous nonsense I've ever seen. Can't even finish the dummy test because of that. There's no way to actually do a dummy test. However, the character was able to do something that none of the other characters were able to do. With the target dummy, the H-Knock at really low health, and just doing only like execute phase, I was able to pop 116,000 damage a second. Like get the yellow number to come out with 116,000. No other character I have can do that. None of them. So I think that the Nightblade like kind of sucks, and then when execute phase comes, he makes up for all the suck by being the best executor in the game.
I mean, watching the video here, it's like I don't know. I would hate this because it's like it looks like he's just riding the. It looks like he's riding his resources due to the the low magicka requirement.
What do you mean
so
riding?
He starts the fight with like 30% magicka.
Oh yeah, because of the Bahami thing, right?
Yeah, because you do more damage depending on how much your magic is down. So
right.
He's riding, so he's down to like
that you know what that set will probably work better on this character because this character has shift for sustain. So what I should do is I should take the Necro's stuff and move it over to this character. However, I don't think Diamond's Victory works on this character though, because it doesn't have when you do a ranged attack, it makes your melee attack stronger. When you do a melee attack, it makes your ranged attack stronger. But for some reason, when you cast the Exploding Skeleton on the Necro, that Exploding Skeleton gives you both those buffs. It counts as melee and range. And this character won't have that, so I couldn't mix Basami with Diamond's Victory on this character. I couldn't do that. And I don't have the proper Basami slots in order to shake it up like that and move the gear over. I don't have the right pieces. I only have the right pieces if I use it with Diamond's Victory. But maybe the Trap Beast is triggering it, but it's only like a 3-second buff, 4-second buff for Diamond's Victory, so you wouldn't be triggering it constantly. Let's see what they say. Your abilities with range of 7 meters or less grant you range. 7 meters or less. Let me see. 7 meters or less. Oh, incapacitating strike is 7 or less. Yeah, no, this character doesn't. This character wouldn't. This character wouldn't proc that. I don't think. Because I can give this shit back to the Necro. This shit works perfectly fine on the Necro. And just take the Necro's gear and put it on this character. I wonder if the tick from Barbed Trap will keep triggering the distance buff, like per tick. How do I fucking find that out? I don't know how to find that out. I'll switch over to the Necro and put it on Trap Beast and just cast only that and see if it gives me that buff. If that happens and that's the case, then I can do that and make the swap and put the gear back on the Necro and then take the Necro gear and put it on this character. And since this character is bottoming out on magic all the time anyway, it'll take advantage of the Bahami bullshit. Because maybe it's not so bad to have to do a heavy attack if you have 15% increased damage when you're doing it to everything you're doing. But I don't see anybody doing any heavy attacks or any DPS tests. That's another thing too. It's not like anybody's doing that. Ever. No 100k person does a heavy attack on a dummy. But just so you know, JJ, my Stam Din, my Stam Flar, my Magcrow, and my Mam Knight are all so easy to fucking do high damage on compared to the Nightblade. They're really, really, really easy in comparison. Everything is nice and fluid. Everything is just nice and the same. Nothing fucking changes and like springs up out of nowhere on you where all of a sudden this is not working or that's not working, you know. Alright, let's see here. Put down Trap Beast. Looking for Giant's Victory buff. I don't see it. I do not see it. Wow, the Exploding Skeleton doesn't even have to hit the enemy. You just get both buffs when you cast the Exploding Skeleton. Alright, well that settles that. Diamond's Victory is only for the Necro. Oh well. Can't log out while you're in combat. Cash, still running out of magic on the Nightblade. Even with those changes. I might have to do a race change. They keep saying witch mothers, even the people that fucking work there that play this game. I'm using eyeballs, and it's better. It's twice as good recovery as witch mothers. These people are working for Zos, and they're telling you things that aren't fixing the problem with my character. Maybe there's an error on this character, on the account. Oh, right, wrong character. Okay. I'm looking at my fucking Necro thinking it's my Magblade. I was like, that ain't right. What's going on with this? That ain't right.
That ain't right.
I got no skill points to put any passives and medium armor on the Necro, yet I'm using one medium with the Wader's kilt, so that's not right. I gotta figure out how to remove skill points from something. Let me go get my coffee. You off for work again today, huh? Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
I have a meeting in half an hour, and...
Oh, you're JJ. You're never off for work.
Oh, JJ, not me.
Yeah, well, why did I say you're off for work on Wednesdays and Tuesdays?
Right.
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 Right. Right. Maybe it's because my shoulder is heavy, too. You get recovery for light armor, right?
Yeah.
Magic recovery, right? My shoulder's heavy. That's probably not good. I need a shoulder. Doesn't look like I have one. Oh, stone husk, light, divine. I need... Shit. I need another Cuda. Why would this be light and have max stam on it? Okay, I'm just asking stupid questions. Alright, so I think stone husk is the way to go. Because that's also crit. Oh no, it's weapon crit. God damn it. Fuck. Damn it. I'll have to recreate something. And if that's the case, then it'll end up being Slime Claw. Oh well. Did you send me a cooter or something?
Yes.
Oh, I heard something in the mail as I was logging out. Alright, I have to remake a shoulder, Slime Claw light shoulder, and I'll end up not needing that Cuda because it's going to automatically give me max magic.
Okay, well, you might need one in the future.
Yes, let me go get my coffee and whatnot. Look, if I could just get the Magblade up to 90k cash, I'll change my mind about it. But I don't like the results in the Maelstrom arena either. I was taking it in Maelstrom, Disney, and that shit was fucking horrible, dude. What a horrible, horrible, horrible character. I cannot believe how weak it is and how you just can't kill the boss. It's just, I feel like, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like when I didn't know how to play the game before. How I used to get my Flawless Conqueror runs was not knowing how to play the game. And it was so hard to do it that way. That's what it feels like with this character. That it would actually be hard to get a Flawless Conqueror run. And none of my other characters have that fucking problem, man. It's like flawless every time. I'll go home. I'm gonna try to make it work though, because Cash has a magic and Nightblade. If I could figure out what's going on here and what's wrong, maybe I can help her out. Cash, you don't run out of magic on your magic and Nightblade?
I do during boss fights, but one heavy attack usually solves that.
What about the dummy? When you work
I
testing?
don't do the dummy, it hurts.
Yeah, I know, you keep saying that.
I know, because it's true.
If the dummy hurts, then doesn't it hurt to do a boss fight?
Yes.
Right, that's what I thought.
That's more fun.
Takes my mind off the pain.
It does. If I do it too much, like, I don't know why I'm explaining it to you.
Well, there's a lot more button pushing when you're DPS rather than if you're a tanker.
Yeah, and it's really about the amount of time spent doing it, right?
Right.
So I set up my Stamplar, and the rotation is super easy. Yeah. Well, almost. I need to recreate a couple pieces. I need a kilt and one crit piece.
I haven't even updated my damn car. Still on the old stuff.
Yeah.
Pre-kilt.
Mine too.
Have you got the kilt?
Yeah.
Was it a pain in the ass to get the leads?
It wasn't too bad, really. The hardest one was farming mats, because I hate just wandering around in circles farming mats.
What do you mean?
One of the leads comes from nodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you have to wander around in a circle and farm
Where?
materials. I forget. It's not a bad route, though. It's like a little circle, and usually if there's no one else doing it, they're always there. So it's like you get some water hyacinth, you get some purified water, you know.
Let's see. World boss. Matt has 2 rooms.
Yeah, but you can do it on normal.
Shadowfen, all water and alchemy.
Shadowfen. But Shadowfen is so watery, and if you go up into the northwest,
Yeah.
there's a circle right there around the river, and then, yeah. And it's got a lot of mats there.
How long did it take you?
A couple hours. But I had a couple pieces from farming it with worse.
Oh.
So I wasn't really farming it the whole time. Like, we were doing the world bosses, and the first world boss, I got my lead. We were fishing, and like after 15 minutes, I got my lead. And then we kept fishing because he hadn't gotten his lead yet.
Yeah, of course.
So, and like, it only took me like a couple dungeon runs to get my lead. So, for me, it dropped pretty easy. Alright, I got about 15 minutes before I have to go.
A meeting, huh? That's fun.
Yeah, I'm running it.
Oh, look at you.
I'm a project manager.
Look at you, project manager.
Yeah.
Super fancy.
Right. Of course, my title is still project management intern until they hire me full time. I'm still a contract. But he keeps insisting. He's like, I want you in my team, and I want you full time. I'm like, okay. I won't look for work then.
Whatever you want.
I love working for this company. My hours are so flexible. I get up early and I can start work early, like 4 a.m.
What, you make your own hours?
Unless I have a meeting that I need to attend, yes. I can do my work when I need to do my work. So if I have something I need to do in the afternoon, I can just take off. If I have no meetings and stuff, I can just take off and work later, or just work really early and then take off for the afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because most of my work is not dependent on other people.
Right.
He gives me projects to do for one of the programs we run, and I'm becoming the master of that program, you know? You ever heard of Smart Sheets?
Mm-mm.
It's a project management project portfolio management program. Best one out on the market right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun, but I'm a geek that way. So I'm adjusting and importing Excel and changing things to Smart Sheets, training other people how to use it. It's fun.
Nice.
I'm really light on work this week, but I think when we, in a week or two, I'll be more busy, so I won't be on as much during the day.
Oh, alchemy nodes. Okay.
Yeah.
So like water hyacinth.
And water.
And water and nerdroot and
Yeah.
mushrooms and okie doke. I should probably put on my glowing. So if I just run along the embankment.
Yeah, so if you go to Shadowfen, where is it? Shadowfen. Up in the very north, there's a way shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Along, if you go around that corner and cut across to the west around that river, and then circle the river up around, and it makes towards the house, and it just makes a circle right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of alchemy mats right in that circle along that river right there. That's where I did it anyway. I looked it up online and they're like, here's a map of all of the alchemy mats. Because I'm on PC.
What's it called? I gotta find out what it's called. Oh, I got it. Well, that was easy.
You got it? Nice.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tide class beads.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's see, what's going to be the hardest out of these? Fishing spots, that's easy. World bosses, I can do that. Water and alchemy nodes. Balthoyan Covenant enemies. Covenant enemies?
Yeah, so you go to Balfoyen and you just go to the marsh right there and kill things, and there's a bunch of enemies there. You just go around killing them until you get the drop. Remember to loot the bodies, because that's how you get the drop.
Where the hell is Balthoyan? I never remember.
I go to locations and then... Oh, I don't even have it on this too.
Oh, location. What? That's a thing? That's a thing? How did I never know this? I could just hit triangle and just...
Yeah.
Wow. And where do you go? Balfoyan is tiny.
Yeah.
Go where there's people?
Go where there's people. Exactly.
Yeah,
See
because on the website here it
marshes in the
says...
center?
It says Covenant enemies, most likely all enemies.
Yeah. I went to the very center of the map
Yeah.
and just went around in a circle. Yeah. And they spawned just as I was getting there. It was pretty easy.
Honestly, I shouldn't just collect all the leads, because the leads are in the area that I'm at. I should actually get them.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Who wants to be smart? It's a game. Wait, what?
Wait. Alright, let's exit out of this. Oh, let me put on my Ring of the Wild Hunt. We gotta move quicker here.
I think I still need to get that.
Balfoyan. A lot of people farm materials here, I know that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's, well, because it's so small, so you can do, like, it's really, you know, everything's right close, so you can run and everything spawns easily. Alright, let's find people. Ah, I'm gonna die! Ah! I fell off a cliff.
Hello!
Hello!
This is an important call about your extended warranty.
It works. I think I'm gonna get that kilt. I don't know why, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Yes, you should. It is very good. I do use it on all the DPS characters. No matter what you do, the kilt beats the monster set. No matter what you do. About 4 or 5 DPS on a 90k target, you'll beat it with the kilt. Except on the Necro.
I'm not even like... I went to Shadowfen,
yeah.
and I got like maybe a dozen nodes, and I dropped the lead.
Zons and the kilt are equal in damage.
Really?
That's what my experience is. I do some practicing, you know.
Of course, yeah.
I practice a little bit, yeah. A little something, little something. Little something. Alright, so, reconstruct, what did I say, a shoulder of slime claw? I think so. Slime claw. Shoulder, light, slime claw. Oh, fuck, right. I don't have the drill wax. Duh! Pay attention. Duh! What do you... Duh! Sorry. Those does. They hurt.
Are rough.
I hope you're laughing. Shit.
Cash is about to be like, numbers, business, business, business.
No, I kind of bashed the shit out of her DPS character. That's why.
Oh, well, that doesn't.
You're having a hard time because you're playing a Nightblade. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, I hear you.
They're asking a lot from you.
I'm setting up my oh, I lost the train of thought because I was trying to work and talk to you the same time.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I changed.
Holy shit! I just got 14 drill wax
My Stampler. That's what I'm trying to come up with.
from refining.
Nice.
Stamplar, right. That's a good, nice, like, easy DPS class. Easy DPS. Nice and nonchalantly, just be like, L2 square, L2 square, L2 square. Just 10 times in a row. And then L2 circle, switch bars, L2, L1, switch bars, L2 square, L2 square. 10 times. That's simple.
Yep.
And even if you do it slow, it's fucking super high damage, right, Gigi? Super high.
Yeah, I can only get
Balfour.
like 7.
Oh, you gotta do Balfour?
I just got it.
Okay. Damn, you get him quick, what?
Jabby spams before I have to reapply my dots.
Did you just say Japanese spams?
Mmm.
No.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to say. That would have been funny. Could you imagine Japanese spam? Use owner in a box. I went to go do for tempering alloy. I was like, oh, maybe I just got lucky. And then I got 1 tempering alloy. Alright, okay, alright. Reconstruct. Dungeons. Worse. Light armor. Divine. Legendary. Slime claws. Epaulets. Creative. Putting in the bank.
Alright, collections.
I like the way Fluffy does those voices.
Tools.
You know Fluffy? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like,
I love Fluffy.
welcome to the elevator. He does that really good. He does it so great, he sounds like the person. Or how about when he does like like a tiny little enthusiastic girl at a front desk? He does that shit so good. He can fool people when he calls them on the phone and pretend he's like someone else completely. That's good shit. That's a skill right there.
Oh, never mind.
He's the king of the Mexicans. You know.
You get the leads in like Shadowfen and Belfoyen, but you have to go excavate them in Blackwood.
Yes, always.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. Whenever you have one of those things, the original location is to excavate everything.
So the hardest one is going to be the stupid Mazatoon, then.
Oh, that's not hard. You go there right now. I got a new Nightblade workout real quick.
Well, yeah, it's still going to be
you know what? I
chance
really
to draw,
don't.
though.
I really don't like Sororia. Yeah, but you're with me, so you know. I really don't like Sororia. I really don't. Having to stand in that circle like that. I'm already having trouble with everything else with this character. Now I have to worry about standing in a fucking circle. But it costs money to not use that set. For real. For real, man.
Let's go do Merkmire fishing.
Oh. That you still have that one to do?
Yep.
Well, get to it, Windows. Get to it.
Assuming they're all foul
Alright,
fishing.
guys. I'll be back.
Alright, have
after
fun
my
with
meeting.
your meeting.
Yes.
Business, numbers.
Let's see when you get back.
Mhm.
Why did Cash leave?
I don't know. She has business to do.
Was
She's
it
gonna be
something
she's
I
a
said?
project leader.
JJ.
What is the kill for magic and DPS?
Both. It
It's
is
really for both.
Yeah, it is medium though. So if you get it, you gotta put a magic enchantment on it for magic type. But it is medium. But it is for both, yes. It's the new standard. Like, it's on every build. Every single build online. Every single one without fail uses it now. It's really overpowered if you look at what it does. It's very, very, very strong. It's a little too strong. A little too rough, you know?
Where's the foul water in Murkmire?
Oh, you're gonna want to pull up a map for that on Google. There isn't a lot of them, and
Yeah, because these are all river.
yeah, no, that one's kind of fucked up. You got to pull up a map, and the quantity of them in each location you go to is fucking disgusting, bro. It's fucking disgusting, bro.
It's fucking disgusting.
Fucking disgusting, bro. To tell you the truth, all I'm gonna do is make the thing have less casts if they help you. Like,
Right, yeah.
it's not really about finding a rare fish. It doesn't track off of that bonus, you know. However, change your champion tree shit. If you look at, you see that there's one that says, decreases the time it takes to reel in a fish by 25%.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to have that. And, they increase the chance of catching a high quality fish. I can't imagine that matters. So you don't really need angler instincts, even though
I'm assuming that's in green.
it is. Even though you might have to take that in order to get the other one, depending on the path you're going.
Let's see here. Where's fishing? Fishing. Reel technique. Decreases time it takes for a fish to bite.
That's going to make this less undesirable. I can't believe this character in Maelstrom. I'm like blown away by how terrible this character does. However, I did make a little bit of a mistake before, so I have to go back in and switch my shit and see if it fixes it. I just find it so hard to believe that this character is good, and those are the results that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Right, that's right. Another light armor. Lion Claw. Let's see. I'm gonna do this little dummy from 38% down. With no big dummy buffs. See what happens. See what happens. So it's that, and then that. Take it, that. 1, 2, 3, Damn it, I didn't have my food on. This character sucks so much ass. This fucking character's fucking horrible. Oh my god, dude. Anybody who doesn't like Elder Scrolls must have been playing a Magblade. Damn it. Fuck it, I'll try to do an entire thing on the little dummy, although I don't think it's gonna work. These people say you're supposed to be able to do it. Let's see.
water is up there.
No, can't even make it to 30% without running out of magic. We'll just try 29% down, because this is some bullshit. The one thing I'm wondering about this rotation of this person is there's the weird on this rotation. It says here that you do spammable 3 times, but and then recast the other things, but the other things aren't even close to being ready to be recast yet. So I don't understand what the fuck is going on here. Even at execute phase, this character only did 40,000 on a 3 mil dummy, and there was like no health left hardly. That's really, really, really bad. That's like the worst I've ever seen out of any DPS I've ever played, is this character. Wait. Okay. We might have some technical difficulties. This entire time I didn't have anything in light armor passive. Yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever, man.
Whatever.
You don't have your skill points? Whatever, man. Alright. I have a feeling that things will be different now. And you fucked that up any worse than you already did, man? So let me get this straight. I got 116k on the big dummy last night, and I had no light armor passives. I almost wrote on that forum, you were all idiots, blah 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 blah. You know, it's talking about this character shit. Delete post, delete post. Damn it, now I can't run for Congress.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie!
Whoopsie. Hey, there's a foul fishing hole.
Ah, I always flipped it. Oh, so stupid! Need more steaks. You know what? I'll try big dummy buffs on the little dummy. We'll do that. Damn it! Alright, that was pretty fucking bad. I don't like this character's rotation at all. I'm not a fucking fan. Alright, big buffs, little dummy at 12% down. Go. Let's see what happens. $61,000. Alright, that's kinda high. Can you fucking believe that the Dragonite got 66,000 with big dummy buffs from 100% down on the little dummy, but this character at 12% down can only get 61,000? That could.
You blew it.
You blew it. That part is so great. He has a way of screaming that's so great. You know who's a good screamer too?
Oh.
The fucking son from American Dad.
Yeah.
Steve. The way he screams, "Why, Crow? Why?" The way he screams, it's fucking hilarious. I don't even know who the actor is that does that voice, but it's fucking hilarious. You ever see that episode of American Dad where I forget what it is that happens, but something happens to Stan's like groin area, and he's forced to put a cream on. That's like the first time he's ever touched himself. So he like accidentally, you know, masturbates, but the noise that he makes is right. And at one point, Steve thinks that because it was his fault that he got hurt. Steve thinks he's in pain. He's like, "Oh, listen to Dad in so much pain." And you just hear that noise. It's like the same recording every time you hear the noise. It's that exact fucking... That episode is so fucking stupid. It's hilarious. He becomes addicted to it. He's like, I gotta put on my medicine. Let's see here. Little dummy no buffs? Let's try that, Nightmare. Okay, Nightmare. 100% little dummy, no buffs. No frills.
No moss.
No frills.
No frills, no chills.
One, two, three. That's that. That's that. Go back. Do that. Do that. 1, 3. Cast that. Do cast that. Do that. Do this. Do this. Do that. Do that. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. 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 I just did a really, really shit rotation and it was 41,000 on the little dummy with no big buffs. And I didn't do it good. And I don't think I need siphoning attacks anymore to be cast. I can just cast it one time in the beginning. And if that's the case, and I remove that from the rotation, because I don't need it on the big dummy, maybe that makes the rotation easier. Maybe it doesn't. We'll find out. Coming up next after these commercials.
Ma 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 ma.
Have you ever wondered about all those bugs underneath your lawnmower when you're mowing your grass? Now you don't have to. With Bug Protector, all of those bugs are safe from the harming spinning blades of your lawnmower. Get Bug Protector. Save your bug's life. Brought to you by a pile of bugs.
Brought to you by the National Bug Council.
I consider bugs lucky because they don't find anything gross. Oh, shit. Okay. Right, I didn't eat yet, fuck. This character's making me not eat. It's making me sick. I get sick in real life. This fucking character. Shit. Fucked up the prep, Nightmare. I fucked it up. Shit. I gotta get rid of it now. You spit the bro packer, a different enemy. Holy shit, man. 44,966? Little dummy, no big dummy buffs? It's actually kind of high, man. A little unexpectedly high, yeah. That's kind of high. For not knowing how to do the build and for fucking it up greatly as I'm doing it, that's pretty fucking high, man. Because I'm not doing it as good as I can do it. There's no fucking way that's as good as I can do it. This. Ah, you made me recast it because the fucking game deleted. If you don't wait and you do the rotation as fast as the game lets you do it, it doesn't count the light attack to proc your fucking spectral bow. So you actually have to do the rotation slow. Slower than the game will let you do it. Otherwise, it fucks up. Woo! I'm fucked up. Let's try this again, without the errors. Take it from the top. You know what I mean?
I will loosen my hold only.
The rotation, having to recast Merciless Resolve in the rotation is like a blight to society. I'm just gonna try from 40% down and see what happens. 41% down. Or not. I could always just fuck it up instead.
That's an option.
That's an option. They don't give you an icon for how long your companion lasts. That little shadow guy you cast. There's no icon on the boss. There's no icon on your bar. Before there was timers. How the fuck did you know he was out without seeing him? And he's see-through and black. So how the fuck were people knowing he was even out still? You know? You know what I mean? Alright, here we go. This one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, 1, 2, 3, that one, that one, 1. $43K. Not good. Not good. Good. Bad. Bad. It's all bad. Bad.
It's not good. It's bad.
Bad. Bad. All right. Let's see here. Dum Dum. Dum Dum wants Gum Gum.
Dum Dum wants Gum Gum. Dum Dum better run.
I wonder how Cardi B feels about them exploiting her ancestors like that. I wonder if anyone else has ever made that comparison besides me.
Alright, got that lead. 2 more leads to go. Go get the Blackwood World Boss. I got a feeling that today's gonna be a really great day.
What's that from again?
It was the dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think, that guy, whatever his name is.
Oh, yes.
He's like
the cocaine,
blah, 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 blah.
the cocaine
Say hi to
song.
my kids.
Oh, that song is so fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit. Andy Samberg from Lonely Island. Lonely Island.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. That's fucking hilarious.
Now it's time for a Back in the Day replay.
No one has ever online made the comparison that Cardi B looks like an Easter Island head. I'm the only one. She does, though. Look at her face. She looks like those were her relatives from, like, a long time ago. She's, like, related to that race of human, you know? You know, this sounds like something that, like, some nonsense, but to be honest, there could be truth behind that. Where do those dough heads come from? And why do they look like that? That's what the people looked like in that area when they were made a long time ago. Right?
Makes
the
sense.
long bridge of the nose, you know? Like, from the eyes to the mouth is just a little bit longer on their face than other humans. Alright, let's see. Fuck, man. This rotation is fucking shit. This character is fucking so fucking disappointing, it's not even funny to me. Man, this character got its ass beaten, Maelstrom. Like, fucking hard. I've never seen a beating like that. I've never been able to forgive the Klingons for killing my boy. Okay, why don't you just screw the whole thing up again, Nightmare? I will, Nightmare. Man, could you imagine how annoying it would be not having this alien well to recharge your ultimate every time you want to reset the dummy?
Yeah, we did it before that alien well was even a thing.
Fucking annoying, right? God.
Oh, come on.
We'll light attack something else, then wait to get out of combat again. How many times I gotta get out of combat? Alright. Kinda hard to break the habit. Damn it, man.
So be it. We all have choices.
Do you have any idea why what Hare said would be considered funny? What's the reference? Yeah.
You'd have to know who that is, I guess.
You ever see I Want You to Leave, Mr. Robinson? The show on Netflix? I guess not. You ever see that show, JJ?
What show?
I Want You to Leave, Mr. Robinson on
No.
Netflix. Oh, okay. There's something in there. There's one. It's a skit show. There's one skit where they're like at a party, and the guy from Tim and Eric, one of the guys,
Yeah.
is the guy, and he shows up at the party, and they're all trying to do like a game where they have to like mention who it is they're talking about, and he keeps referencing these people that nobody ever heard who the fuck they are, but he's like, come on, you don't know who that is? Seriously? Blah, blah, blah. And everything he's saying is like nothing nobody's ever heard before. That kind of reminds me of Hair. He's always like, you guys don't know about the manga novel?
You don't know what that?
Come on, that's like the 55th best manga in the world. How do you not know that? Hair, nobody knows anything about fucking King Zoro, okay? Whoever the fuck. Who the fuck is King Zora? Zora's a woman's name.
King Zora, I don't know.
King Zora. Okay. Hard to picture that. Okay.
Apparently it's a Zelda reference.
Ah, yeah. Okay. It would be in there. I actually don't understand what's wrong with the build that I can't do a DPS test with it. I can't do a DPS test. There's something wrong with the way the build is, where it's not clicking for me. And I have it all right in front of my face, and it just doesn't let me do it, with no explanation for why I can't do it. I just simply can't do it for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, like, everything you do has to be like exact.
No, but that's not what it is. I have a rotation in front of me where you're supposed to do. I have a picture, I put it in Discord. And I see what I'm supposed to do and the order I'm supposed to do it. And it simply does not work. It doesn't allow me to finish the rotation. I don't know why I can't copy that. I just can't do that for some reason. I don't understand it. I simply can't fucking do it. It's really fucking pissing me off. I don't understand why either. Okay, maybe that's what's throwing me off. Alright. I think I know what the problem is. I need to shoot myself. In the fucking head with a gun.
That I was gonna suggest that. Too good for your home.
It's your home!
Too good for your home?
I can't finish this rotation. I don't understand why I can't finish the rotation. I hate this character so much. Right. I guess I gotta go eat breakfast now.
There you
Since
go.
it's 12:38. I'll be right back.
And crit damage, stamina, etc. So the top three here are all within less than 1% of each other, and Kashyyyk and Dark Elf are actually so close that if you swap Krog from Slime Krog in order of the two flip-flops. Putting into perspective, on my 112k DPS parse, it would have probably been under a 100 DPS difference between Kashyyyk or Dark Elf, so really whichever you prefer is fine. And even Orc is really close behind. Decide not to go with one of the top three, unless you're trying to get high seniority and clear any content at a high level with the key race option. Or the Mundustone will be going with it. You have access to so much crit damage now, it is hard to pass up. The Shadow being really close if you're using a set like Advanced Milkia or Leviathan, but for the Reliquin plus Deadly Strike combo we're using, the best option. For the food I highly recommend Bystat Health plus Stamina. People are able to sustain. It offers great damage with a lot of health. There's no recovery bonus though, so you will be relying a lot on your for a big boost to that sustain and the same amount of damage. You can also go with Lava Foot. This has no health bonus on it though, so depending on what content you're doing, it might be a little squishy. A nice middle ground between these two is Artea Tangler Drop. This is a little more expensive, but aren't the greatest, but it can be run easy, so you can just run the one with base over glorified injuries. Just make sure you either have a werewolf or 12-person veteran trial content. You will be expected to run the weapon power potions. For our champion points, the slottables we'll be taking are back. However, Deadly Wound was consistently getting better results with testing over fighting the mess. And I think it may be due to its boosted relevance to a target set in the game. For our leg slot, we're going with Harpooner's Waiting Room, consistency on any encounters. And then for our front bar set, we'll be going with Deadly Strike Dagger. Refer back to the penetration section if you need to, but you may end up using Mace here instead of one of the daggers. Could also do a two-handed maul here, precise repeating trait if you go that route. It isn't quite as good for single target damage as daggers, but I'll get into the skill section in a bit, and for more AoE heavy encounters, I can see the two-handed front bar being a pretty nice option. And for our back bar set, the best option is the Maelstrom though, but the Maelstrom Inferno Staff or Blackrobe Prison dual wield can do pretty well also. You can also can effectively use something like Goblin or Leviathan. For the enchantments, all max stamina on the body, weapon damage on the building, weapon damage on the bow, weapon of flame, plus a poison enchant on the dual wield. I had a hard time telling the difference between this and running poisons on the front bar. You could run the crafted, or you want to run a mythic range room here to move pieces around to make other ones work. Alright, now we'll go through the skills. So real quick before we start, if you are curious about some of these skills, lines they come from, definitely check out ESOskills.com. It is my go-to for looking up abilities. Always up to date. So on the front bar we have Camo Hunter, Silver Shards or Silver, Barbed Trap, Biting Jabs, Ring of Preservation, and Flawless Dawnbreaker. And then on the back bar we have Camo Hunter, our back bar dot, so Endless Hail, Elemental Blockade, or Deadly Cloak, depending on which back bar set we're running. Ritual of Retribution, Radiant Ward, Ring of Preservation, and Shoot. Most of these fighter skill abilities are just here to passively boost our weapon damage, so you can definitely flex some out for other abilities. I'd start with the back bar. Those skills you can swap out the front bar. Restoring Focus is a great skill and one I'd probably usually slot on my back bar over Ring of Preservation. It gives extra sustain, resistance, and heal. Really so much crammed into one ability. I didn't need the sustain for my dummy parts, but the benefits of it in most parts, I'll leave a little bit of extra weapon damage on your back bar. Radiant Ward. Not a terrible skill. Find yourself in a lot. Shooting Star is not a must for nice to open up for a Dawnbreaker or a Power or Ballista. Don't have Shooting Star enough. Not that far. Fire range. Shooting Stars open up the rest of them. In the gear section, I did briefly mention running a two-handed front bar for some more aim, and the Jabs cast runs in both sides. He added PK DPS, so daggers, mainly up to you and your system, provided you want to use power ups at that pack or piercing and skills or Templar support. Pretty much works the same way no matter what back bar dot you're using. So we'll be opening up with Endless Hail, Barbed Trap, and then start our light attack moving with our Shooting Star, Ritual of Retribution, and then we'll just jab on our front bar until Endless Hail is running out and we need to reapply it. If you are using Elemental Blockade or Deadly Cloak as your back bar dot instead of Endless Hail, also just opening abilities. Instead start with the Barbed Trap cast, and then start our light attack moving for either Elemental Blockade or Deadly. For the remaining rotation, just cast our two back bar dots together, jab on the front bar until they need to be reapplied. Whenever our trap is about to run out, we'll replace one of our jabs with reapplying it, and whenever our Dawnbreaker ultimate is wrestling with weapon damage, I think the Dawnbreaker's 300 weapon damage for 20 seconds is a little bit better sustained damage than the Shooting Star.
Okay, Kelly, I see you. How did you?
Hello. Oh. I was just gonna kill this world boss one more time and then go get some lunch.
How you faring? Is there other people there?
Yeah, one other person just showed up, so hopefully should be enough. I mean, I guess he heals like a little bit when he eats a mosquito, so it's really tough for me to kill him by myself. Oh, second person just showed up, so yeah, it should be good. But I gotta farm this guy, and every time, you know, people show up, but then I kill him, and then I find myself again, and I have to get more people. I'd like to jump back and forth between the two world bosses, but nobody's killing the other world boss. But maybe I'll get it right now, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then I just gotta get the Mazda 2. Damn it. Alright. Tuna fish. Be right back.